Hello everybody, Maria Grossbaum from Abissima Mixed Media Online School is here with you tonight or today or this morning, depending on where you are at the moment. So today we are going to get a taste of oil pastels. Why the taste? Well, recently I've been working and I'm still working on my new class. Now, if you watch this video after my class is published, take a look at the link below. Anyway, for those of you who are just waiting for this class, I've decided to give a taste of this beautiful medium, oil pastels. I shared a lot of numerous of experiments that I've been running in my Facebook group Abissima Open Studio. If you are not a member yet, please join, because it's a beautiful space with a lot of fantastic people. So, long story short, I want to give you a taste of oil pastels. Oil pastels is a magic medium and so many things you can create. So, after a lot of experiments, I chose one of the techniques that I really like. It's called Sgraffito. It's an Italian word. Sgraffito, it means to scrape away. So let's just get straight to the point and enjoy. So here is again one of my works where I used, here's another work where I used Sgraffito effect, Sgraffito technique. And now let's see what we are going to create in this exciting, short but exciting class. So here is one example. I accidentally ended up creating this and many of you liked it, and here is something that I was preparing for this class. It's going to be short, informative, and I really hope that, well, there's one more. I hope that it's going to open for you more creative possibilities. So now let's talk about oil pastels. I'm using Expressionist. The reason I'm using this is because this one is quite affordable. It has a lot of colors. We are not going to use all of them, and of course, yeah, here I'm choosing what I think is going to work, maybe about 6 or 7 colors. I make sure that I have some cold ones and dark ones and light ones and warm ones. And the way my final design looks, it reminds me a little bit of seaweed. So I think I should call this video a seaweed. Let's call it a seaweed technique. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Yeah. So of course you don't have to follow my exact choices. You could choose whatever your heart desires, your creative heart desires. Yes, now let's talk about paper. So I'm using just a mixed media paper. It has a collection of different papers. I'm choosing the white one that doesn't have a texture. Dramatically textured paper is problematic for oil pastels because it is really difficult to cover white unless you press really hard. But I mean, I don't want you to struggle and develop your muscles. The exercise is about enjoying pastels. It's not a gym. It is difficult to cover all aspects about oil pastels. There's so many. So let's just enjoy this one technique that is enough for you to already start feeling the character of this medium. Sometimes you need to press harder, sometimes you need to apply less pressure. So we will get into this, no worries. But now let me show you what we need for this exercise. A brush to get rid of flakes, the leftovers of the pastels, well, the pastels themselves, the baby wipes or a paper towel, and let's start working on the palette knife. The palette knife is important, and the barbecue skewer, or you could use a toothpick or anything sharp. As you can see, I'm lightly touching the surface of the paper just for this particular moment, just for the start, marking where each color is going to sit. And once I'm happy with the colors on the paper, I'm going to blend them all together. So the idea is to create some kind of wavy look, but of course it doesn't have to be perfect because nothing is perfect. And of course keep in mind that I'm going to apply my scraped ornaments. Okay, so don't overcomplicate it, please. Don't apply too many colors. Well, I think I'm actually using quite a lot of colors, I think 7 or 8, but I think well, I've done this before, so I've tried them before, but yeah, so no more than this. I think that would be good enough. And now that I'm quite happy with my design, my waves, I'm applying more pressure on the sticks in order to cover the surface of the paper, trying not to leave any white. So at this point it might become quite challenging for you because you need to feel the stick, you need to know when to apply more pressure, when to apply less. As I said, the idea is to create a flow, and in some areas you need to press harder because this will allow to create a smooth transition, smooth blending. I like working with circular movements and sometimes stroke, so experiment and find your perfect movement. Another important tip is to clean with paper towel or baby wipe the tip of your stick in order to avoid spreading the dirt. So I'm going to speed up the video and watch me playing with different colors and blending them together. I know my video looks very fast, but when you work on your design, just take your time, enjoy, try different colors here and there. Sometimes you can smudge with your finger certain areas in order to achieve these smooth transitions. It is meditative, it is very enjoyable. Think about waves, add some movements to your design. Play with different tones and create transitions from light to dark, from warm to cold. And once in a while use brush and clean up your area from the pastels flakes. In this tutorial, as I mentioned, I'm not going to go into all possible techniques because there are so many, way too many. There are also different tools like smoothing tools. Some of them work really well, some of them are not that fantastic and great, but definitely I'm going to create more tutorials, and I'll be very happy if you leave me in the comments your questions or challenges that you faced, and I will try to cover all that in my coming tutorials, and I definitely going to explain it all in my coming course. Considering that this could be your first encounter with pastels, please don't give up if you are not happy with what you are seeing on your paper. Please don't give up. Remember, each artwork, especially with the new material, goes through this problematic stage. It is very important not to stop. Give it a try. We're learning. That's all about experimenting. Well, I have to say that I'm quite happy with my movement and flow and colorful transitions, and I think I've created a good background for this graffiti effect. Okay, wonderful. So I think I'm happy with this orientation, and my aim right now with a palette knife to add some lines that are following my design. Well, the second one wasn't that great. It's all right, I can always fix it later. So as you see, I'm having a good grip with the palette knife, and I try to imagine a line before applying it. Okay, and as you see, I'm working quite fast because this allows me to create more organic line. And of course, all the leftovers are cleaned with paper towel. I also found that barbecue skewer works really well and allows me to create really fine lines and fine details. And I also get a better grip that gives me more control. You can try and use toothpicks. It creates exactly the same effect, but with the skewer, it's just because it's longer, it's easier to hold. So I think I'm quite happy with the amount of the lines, and now let's try some basic, how should I put it, a drawing, an element. As you see, my element is quite basic, but that's exactly how I want it to be. So it's kind of like a pointy oval or something like this. It is an abstract, right? So all I have in my mind is the movement, the seaweed, some really strange one with some really basic shapes on it. As you can see, when we scrape an area, it's not white, it's not a paper, it still has the pigment of the pastel, and that's the beauty of it. Just be quite gentle, try not to destroy the paper. If skewer or toothpick is not comfortable for you, you could do same thing with the palette knife. Just try different tools and see what works the best for you. I suggest to keep your design simple, but at the same time, it is an experiment, so please feel free and add something that might look like a leaf or a dot or oval. No limitations, right? Also, it's nice to add some width to the lines. It is also a part of your design. Obviously, your scraped design is more visible on the darker areas, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't try it on the lighter areas. It all is going to look quite organic. So now I'm adding dots. I love dots. I love them for its simplicity. But when you have a cluster, or when they all sit together, it creates a beautiful effect. I always emphasize that it is important to keep things simple. Therefore, I suggest to use no more than 2, 3, maximum 4 different shapes. As we have here, this really pointy, strange ovals like this one, dots, different width of lines, and this long and strange wavy leaves, just like this one I'm working on right now. So how does it feel? Do you like sgraffito, like scraping? I hope your design already starts looking more or less integral and you kind of understand where you're going. In case you don't know where you're going, you're lost, you are not sure that you're doing the right thing, you're not connected really to this creative flow, take a break. Please, please, please take a break, go away, come back. Look at the whole creation one more time, and I promise you, you will get back your creative energy. It's proven. I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. Well, I think I'm almost done. I'm adding a few last elements. I don't want my design to look too busy. I know stopping is hard once you start enjoying this technique, and I know it's so addicting. It is hard to stop, but I mean, of course, nothing restricts you from giving it another try and another try. Please feel free to experiment. So this seaweed design was just a suggestion, but in your future attempts, you might try maybe some kind of landscape. You could add trees, maybe silhouettes of some houses, or maybe you want to try animals, or maybe some repetitive pattern. Truly, there's so many options and approaches with oil pastels. It is a wonderful medium. It takes time to master, it takes time to understand its principles, and I'm really excited to cover it all in my coming course. I'm going to talk about different styles and different techniques, and I will show you a lot of examples, and we will create paintings, step by step, and you will know exactly what you are doing and how things are working. And really hope that this exercise was inspiring and you will try this approach in different designs. So as a last touch, if you like, it's an option, you can smooth the edges of your painting with your finger to blend the pastels into this white area in order to add more flow and more organic look. Well, I hope you enjoyed this exercise and it gave you a taste of the beauty of this wonderful medium oil pastels, and you are eager to learn more. Please subscribe to my channel, check out my school, check out all the links below with my groups and my other tutorials. Happy creating. Maria from Abissima was happy to be with you.